I'm Leticia, and this is my Jiaogulan plantation, and I have two guests from US. This is Kevin
Daniel,
and Tepin Alilin from California.
They come to visit my plantation to see how my plantation is, and I know them for a long time, about 10 years.
Yeah, at least 12 years.
12 years,
At
yeah.
least 30 years from me.
30 years for her.
She's my mama.
So we will just let you see around the plantation and look at the real Jiaogulan, how it looks, and how they are taken care of. And then after that, we will talk about the benefits and how I make them into tea. There are many varieties of Jiaogulan, but this Jiaogulan I'm growing is the Jiaogulan Makino. There are many research work that comes out from this Jiaogulan, and they found out that it has 82 saponins. That means it has 82 different kinds of medicinal properties. It is difficult to plant this plant, very difficult. And I think I'm the only one growing it here in Thailand. As a cancer survivor, I know how when you are sick, how you feel and how hard it is to really to survive. But this herb, this is a wonderful herb because it helps me to get back to my normal health. Since I took this herb, I became normal and I can work. And now I'm 80 years old and I still come to my plantation. I really devoted my time in my plantation. I really wanted to also to be successful in my plantation because I want to share with other people who needs it. And I believe that there are many people who are sick and it will really help them in their health. But it is not necessary that you have to get sick to take it. You have to protect yourself first, so disease will not come to you. And it is good to prevent diseases to come to our body. Jiaogulan is a cleansing agent. It cleans your body, it cleans the toxin and makes you clean inside. Like us taking a bath every day. We have to take it every day to cleanse our internal system. Once your internal system is cleaned, then your body has a high immunity and it will protect you from diseases. If you have any other question or anything, you can email us in our email address. And my friend Kevin will tell you how I dried my plant and becomes a tea.
Leticia spent many years perfecting the Jiaogulan, and once the Jiaogulan has grown up into a vine state, which you'll see in some of these pictures, and it's harvested, then it's dried, then it's mulched and put in sachets for tea. And one thing I've learned in the over 12 years I've known Leticia is, number one, she's a very hard worker. Number two, for her age, she can probably run circles around almost anyone I know. And she's quite an amazing lady, actually. And the Jiaogulan that she grows here is probably the finest, purest Jiaogulan you're going to find anywhere. And one of the big differences between her Jiaogulan and others, not only does she have an organically grown Jiaogulan, but it goes from her plantation to you. It doesn't take months for it to get to you. It's harvested and it's shipped as soon as she gets the orders for it, or I get orders for it. And so it's very, very fresh. Probably the freshest you will find anywhere. I could go on for days, but I won't. I'm 100% sold on the product. After being on it myself for about 10 years, I have a blood pressure problem I've had for 27 years, and my blood pressure over the years has slowly been coming down. And 2 years ago, I got the first normal blood pressure reading I'd had in 25 years. And I credit Jiaogulan for that, because what it does is it cleanses your system, like Leticia said, but in doing so, it balances out your immune system. So your body can fight disease the way it's meant to be used. Your immune system should be able to fight off any disease that comes your way, but it has to be balanced. And we are all on poor diets. Fast food doesn't help us, alcohol doesn't help us, cigarettes don't help us, but most of us, even myself, do abuse that occasionally. But the Jiaogulan helps clean the system out, and it improves your immune system. It balances it out. So, what more can I say?
Okay. What do you want to say for your customer?
Oh.
Your experience.
Sure, yeah. I have known Leticia. She's one of my high respected family member. I've known her for over 30 years. But I really have to confess that I didn't really pay much attention to this product. But I've been taking it, not seriously, but lately, in the past few months, I said I'm gonna try this tea seriously, and I skipped all those supplements that I had been taking it, just this. So my own experience is I increase energy, tremendously increasing my energy, that I'm very labor hard worker, and I feel like I don't feel fatigued after all day of hard work. And that's the one thing that I can guarantee, that Jiaogulan will, give me that. And through my recommendation to my clients, which I'm a massage therapist and I do a lot of corrective, massaging work, do medical massages. So I recommend this to some of my clients that they discovered, and they did some research through, Wikipedia and all that. They discover this is so good and help them reduce the blood sugar, the diabetes, and respiratory problems like bronchitis and asthma, severe asthma, get cured. At least I would say 80% that they feel much better, bronchitis and all that. So for sure, like Kevin said, lower high blood pressure and diabetes improved, and our respiratory problem improved, and energize your body, of course, increase immune system. So that's for sure. That's based on my experience of so many years that I've known this tea, and now I'm taking it myself seriously, so I can tell fully, and I'm pretty confident in this, the high quality of Jiaogulan. Yes, and I love the flavor of the tea. And also capsule, I recommend it for someone who doesn't have time to prepare tea, but just have to make sure to drink plenty of water. And that's it. Yes, I'm pretty pleased of the result of this tea very much.
Also, I would like to encourage people to eat the right food and have exercise, because you cannot just depend on Jiaogulan. Because if you depend on Jiaogulan, there are many factors that our body needs. Exercise, and then also your mental attitude. You must have a good thinking, because if you have bad, thinking,
Negative thinking.
Yeah, dirty
Think
thinking.
positive.
And then it will come to you. When it comes to you, your cell also is affected, your body is affected. So you must have a good mind, not a dirty mind, a clean mind. Okay, if you have any question, please email us. We are willing to talk to you or whatever you need our help or whatever, we are willing to help you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Okay, we're going to give you a little demonstration here on making the tea, which your whole family can drink. And if you have just a hot pot where you're just boiling the water, bring it to a boil, put a tea bag in, let it set for about 5 minutes, take the tea bag out, and then pour yourself a cup of tea. And as you can see, you'll see the coloring here. Now it depends on how strong you want it. Starting off here, we had enough, we put enough water in here for probably 3 of these small cups and used 1 tea bag. If you like it stronger, then you can use more tea bags. And the longer you leave the bag in the water, it's going to get a little bit stronger if you leave it in for several more minutes. Same if you use a coffee pot maker, put a tea bag in the pot, decide how much water you want to use, and here again, if I can get this out of here, there's your tea. You can see this is 1 bag, so it's fairly strong.
2 cups of water.
And so it was two cups of water, and make it to your taste. You know, it's, some people like it stronger. I prefer it stronger myself. It's one of the first teas I have ever been able to drink and not put sugar in, because it's what's classified as a sweet tea. The plant itself does not have that bitter taste that most teas do. It's not sweet, but it doesn't have that bitterness to it. So it's very good without sugar or honey. And quite frankly, I can drink it hot or cold, and I like it cold. I'll make up a 1 liter bottle of it, and I'll put it in my refrigerator and then just kind of sip on it off and on all day long. So make it to your taste, and give it a try. Let the whole family try it, and see what you think.